I spent the day as I spent every other day, quietly polishing the routine of my life until it gleamed with perfection. Her curiosity aroused, Mrs. Huber tried to think of a reason for dropping in on me unannounced. And for a moment, Mrs. Huber stood motionless in her kitchen, grief-stricken by this senseless tragedy. But only for a moment. If there was one thing Mrs. Huber was known for, it was her ability to look on the bright side. Of course, she didn't cook much while she was moving up the corporate ladder.
And if any of you acts up, so help me, I will call Santa and I will tell him you want socks for Christmas. Okay. Let's get this over with.
Gabrielle was touched when tears welled up in his eyes. But she soon discovered this happened every time Carlos closed a big deal. Gabrielle liked her paella piping hot.
He let me know how much he paid for his wife's new convertible. Look, just work it into the conversation.
There's no way I can just work that in, Carlos.
Why not?
Bree, you shouldn't have gone to all this trouble.
It was no trouble at all. Well, the least I could do was make sure you boys had a decent meal to look forward to in the morning. I know you're out of your minds with grief.
It doesn't mean anything. It was just sex.
Yes, page 1 of the Philanderer's Handbook. Well, when Rex started going to those medical conferences, I wanted it in the back of his mind that he had a loving wife at home with a loaded Smith & Wesson.
But if we can face them head on, that's when we find out just how strong we really are.
If Mary Alice was having problems, she should have come to us. She should have let us help her.
What kind of problems could she have had?
Hey, I saw you both flirting at the wake. I brought you a little housewarming gift.
Edie Britt was the most predatory divorcee in a 5-block radius.
I'd invite you both in, but I was sort of in the middle of something.
First of all, your father can't eat onions. He's deathly allergic, and I won't even dignify your navy bean suggestion. Andrew, I spent 3 hours cooking this meal. How do you think it makes me feel when you say it's okay in that sullen tone? Are you doing drugs?
What?
Change in behavior is one of the warning signs, and you have been as fresh as paint for the last 6 months. Seeing that you're the head of this household, I would really appreciate you saying something.
Indignation.
So, how's domestic life?
Hey, can I have a drag?
Absolutely not.
Stop stalling and go.
Tell me again why I fought for custody of you. How am I gonna stop with this sink?
All right, I'll go put in your orders, and I'll be right back with your drinks and your plates for the salad bar.
You and the kids wanted a change of pace, something fun. I get it. Okay, well, I got you the honey mustard dressing. The ranch looked just a little bit suspect. If you think I'm going to discuss the dissolution of my marriage in a place where the restrooms are labeled chicks and dudes, you're out of your mind.
Well, I got your call. You sounded a little frazzled.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I was having trouble with swelling, so the doctor took me off the pill, so you're just gonna have to put on a condom.
The lawn hasn't been mowed. I've had it.
I had the worst macaroni and cheese at the wake. It's been running through me ever since. Oh. Apparently, Edie is having a gentleman friend over for dinner, and I think she plans on entertaining into the wee hours. Oh, here's some antacid.
He got smoke inhalation. He's at the hospital. Let's get this show on the road.
She always told me she was a size 6. Guess we found the skeleton in her closet.
Oh my God, she got it the day she died.